No, wait, what's this about dignity?
Wait, what is this dignity you speak of? How can I get some?
Nah, it sounds pretty lame. I don't need any of that dignity shit.
Ducks' quacks don't echo. No one knows why.
Yeah, they do! Well, depends on where you are.
Find your number.
Introductions. Go, Jay. Jay,
Oh.
it's your job.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Welcome to the BrunoBlargg thingy. I'm Jay. Everybody introduce yourselves for crying out loud. Let's do this.
Now, Mac. I'm the one reason you actually listen to this podcast, but don't let anybody else know.
He speaks he speaks nothing but lies, but we love him anyway.
That's what you think. Wait, what's the scoreboard again? It's 2 Mac, 0
Wait,
Chad,
what?
so.
What's this too?
Oh, I won twice. Don't worry about it. Everybody else, introduce
I
yourselves.
am not aware of this number 2. When did this happen?
You have to
Please
introduce
elaborate.
yourselves. Stay on top.
Type of shut the fuck up. I'm trying to introduce my goddamn self.
Well, introduce your goddamn self.
I'm Spamman. I'm the actual reason why you listen to this podcast. Yeah.
AKA Chris.
Yes.
Yes, we use first names.
Oh, okay.
We do use first names because we're cool. Yeah.
First of all, I'm waiting for Chad to introduce himself.
I think you
I
forgot.
I did, but I did it at the same time as Max, so it was like, okay.
No, you
Alright,
didn't.
but
yes.
Don't
I'm Chad. Dude, it's
Can we have
recording
a
this.
do-over?
The reason why you don't listen to the podcast. Ooh.
Yeah. I record it.
Um,
I do random
Plus, we
crap.
got some members who are absent, so, a moment of silence for Nick. Okay.
Moment's over.
Aw. Wow.
Okay. So, how's everybody? Anything exciting happened to anybody? Anyone?
Awkward silence.
As of yet, nothing interesting.
Well, I can say that moment of excitement. Chris is in a relationship. Woo!
And obviously, totally unrelationship me on Facebook, which makes me kind of sad, but I guess it's okay, because the girl's pretty hot, so,
Hey. I want to say, you're 542 miles away, and you never put out.
Bam.
Well, I'd put out if you showed up more. I mean, come on. That's how it works, right?
Hey, I am a fat kid and use chocolate, man.
I'm made of chocolate. Come on.
You're not going to this way out of this relationship.
Whoa. I'm made of chocolate. I don't need to get chocolate. I'm already I'm already enticing enough on my own. Thank you very much.
Well, if your chocolate starfish got all melty, then maybe somebody would be interested.
Oh, that's true.
Nice.
Oh.
I'm horrible. Anyhow,
I did see the movie Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. That was
Oh,
pretty
yeah?
interesting.
It's supposed to be
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't bad. Not sure I'd ever see it again, but it's one of those movies where you watched it and you're like, not bad.
Was the girl with the dragon tattoo hot?
If you're into goth chicks, I think maybe that some guys would consider her hot.
Actually, the
girl.
only part of her that was, quote, goth was the fact that her skin was very pale.
Yeah.
But I
Actually, not
think
only-
that was just a weird makeup thing that was a stupid decision,
Yeah.
I think.
I
I think it was a
kinda
dumb decision. It's like, she should look more normal, but whatever.
I was really excited to hear this week that it was the 70th anniversary of Casablanca,
That's
which
awesome.
is one of my movies, and it came back to the theaters for just one day back on Wednesday, and
You
I
didn't
was
miss
sad
it, did you?
because I did, and
Oh,
I was
son of a bitch.
so pissed. I was so angry. I got out of work at like 30 minutes to showtime. I couldn't find anybody to go with me. I contemplated going by myself, but a lot of other shit started popping up, and I am envious. I guess I'll have to catch it on the 80th anniversary.
Oh,
Awesome.
damn, dude.
Well, that's
You're
shitty.
bummed. Maybe they'll
One of
do
my
it on the
favorite
70th.
movies-
Hey, they might do it on the 75th. You never know.
I highly doubt it. It's one of those movies that it's like, oh shit, it actually came in for the 70th? That's a miracle. Because they did not do that for the 60th, mind you.
Right.
But he is looking to eat kids. Anywho.
Hells yeah.
So,
Dude, I want to talk about something.
Bogey's
go
the...
ahead.
Well, I can't. 'Cause Chad keeps talking.
Oh, blah, blah.
Go ahead. Go.
All right. This is. I assume June and everybody in this
Oh, God, don't
podcast
call
right
me
now
that.
should be.
Call me Jake, for crying out loud.
Yeah, seriously.
Sorry, baby Jay.
Alright, anyway, moving on. Go ahead.
Anyway, yeah. Everybody in here should be pretty stoked about this. I'm going to PAX East, and not only am I going to PAX East, which on its own is pretty fucking awesome, I'm also going to be the first person of the company to submit something in which the company is actually, known for. And, I'm going to be on camera, in name, first thing out. It's going to be totally me. I'm going to be the figurehead of the whole company now, because I'm going to have the first video out. I'm embedded in there. I can't be thrown out anymore. Solidified.
Well, Chad will be editing the video, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. So good luck with that.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, edit out a lot of drunk people, a lot of partying,
Hey.
Enjoy 9 hours. Or wait, sorry, no.
Drunk.
hours upon hours of drunkenness. No, I'm talking
You'll
about
have 16 hours of video for
yeah,
that.
16 hours of Mac being drunk talking to people. Pretty much.
Yes.
Normal
But
day.
that's the best part.
Actually, it's more likely going to be like 8 hours of him being drunk and then 8 hours of him being hungover.
Oh, don't worry. I have a set plan on not being hungover every single day with 0 sleep and drinking every night. So.
So you don't sleep,
well,
you just continue
I
drinking
usually do that.
to prevent
Yeah, it's like
to
a regular
prevent
5
hangovers.
days for me. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I just stay drunk for 5 days straight and then go to work drunk when I get back. So it's going to be a normal week for me, of course.
So in other words, it does sound like my week in Toronto.
Yeah. So when are you getting up here?
Damn, dude.
Soonish.
Soon
As soon as I can.
That's very descriptive.
Well,
Let's
let me
see.
know.
Take me 6 hours, alright? I don't want to hear it.
Well, hey, just saying, give me a heads up when you want to book a room for when you're coming up here, because, I get a nice, great deal at the Delta Chelsea Hotel
Well,
here in Toronto.
For the Delta, you're the one who has to put your name on the room?
Yeah, I have to book it with my name, but it doesn't have to be my credit card.
Oh, okay. That makes it easy for me, because then I can just put it through Travelocity as you.
Dude, why doesn't he?
Yeah.
Why doesn't he just stay with you?
People in the room, but, invariably one night there's like 12 people in my room sleeping at any given time.
Kinky.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Hey, massive orgies, that's the way to go, right? It's the
At least-
RBBTO way.
So, does that mean, for BrunoBlargg, you guys are going to cover RVBTO?
We're going to cover, including being in the sheets.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh. Chad gets to
We gotta
have a
do
little photo action.
I get to have fun editing.
And then it'll be on tape, my massive penis, for everybody to enjoy.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's not.
Dibs on dude.
Just gonna say, that's gonna be
Good luck
edited out.
pixelating that. You're gonna have to watch it in order to edit it out, though.
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
It's not looking at dicks that's my deal. It's showing everyone I know that I look at dicks. It's like, dude, I don't want to put that out on the internet being like, yeah, here's a video of dicks that I am involved with. It's not something I'm stoked on.
Time for pixelation.
We'll just make sure that it posts as your desktop background for your whole family to see.
Yeah, we'll have the original raw file, so we'll get it out there.
Did you just say we'll get it out there or up there? Wink.
Every single way, baby.
Oh goodness.
This is why we can't have nice things.
No, this is why we can have awesome things.
So, all of us in my room with a 6-pack of tenants. Oh, God. But I won't do shit. I mean, a 6-case of tenants.
Ooh, 6Ks. Fuck that. We're getting a mini keg.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh. I just jismed.
We'll find a way. We'll get a mini keg, and we'll be awesome.
Intense.
Oh my goodness.
All I can see is this picture surfacing of Chris in bed, asleep, hugging the mini keg.
Yep.
That'll happen.
Definitely hugging the mini keg. With a camelback, with like one of those camelback things in his mouth coming from the keg.
Ooh, I work at a place that sells all that shit. I can get a camelback.
Exactly.
Oh god.
You'd have a camelback filled with that stuff.
Oh man. But yeah, for now, I get an awesome discount at my work. Since I work at a spa that's affiliated with the Delta Chelsea, I'm not going to say what or how or whatever. I don't want to give details, but I get a $99 night rate.
Ooh.
That's not bad.
Time I want.
For a really good place, that's not bad.
Yeah, especially since the average night is around $200. I get like half price.
In Toronto with a good hotel or whatever.
Actually, more like
that's at the Delta.
Right.
Yeah, like $250.
And that's for like a legit room, not like a Motel 6.
Yeah, that's for a religion.
Fuck you, dude. The Delta is not a Motel 6.
I know.
No, that is a high-class hotel downtown Toronto.
It is the largest hotel in the city, and it takes up a full city block.
Damn.
Bam. That's intense.
So
Yeah.
amazing, and it's even a haunted building.
How do you get $100 a night there?
Because I'm awesome. No, it's because I'm a staff. I'm a staff with a thing. I'm a staff member of a company that is affiliated with them. So we give them, discounts, and they give us discounts. That's how it works, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yay, affiliation.
We also get parking for $10 from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
What about 24-hour parking?
I don't think we get a discount, but I think we just get 10% off that. But we have reduced rates for regular parking days.
Mm.
That's still good because it's like $29 a day for a standard guest.
Go ahead, Chris.
I was reading the news online. Did any of you guys also read about the kid who invited a porn star to his prom?
I
Oh,
heard
yes.
something about it, but I didn't really hear much about it.
I did. Piper was the name of the porn star?
I don't care about the porn star's name, but I just thought it was kind of fucking funny. Like, okay, this kid invites a porn star to his prom. He actually invites a bunch of them.
Yes.
And, like, one of them says, yeah,
star.
if you pay for my kid. And the school is banning him from going to the prom now because evidently it would shed a bad light on the district.
Oh,
No, I thought it was that he.
No,
they
it would
said
shed
that
a
she
bad light on the
cannot
kid.
come. No, it's also the district. Anything that looks. No, the rules that they're using in order to deny her from coming to the prom with him is that anything that looks bad towards the district or the school board, they can deny it if they want to. And that's what they're doing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I'm like, the hell? How is that really all that bad? It's not like she's going to come in a fucking bikini.
Right.
She's going to class up the joint.
Class it up with her vagina.
Yes,
somehow.
it's like throwing a toothpick into the Grand Canyon. Yes.
But yeah, it's
But
understandable that they wouldn't want that. I mean, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad enough that at the prom you're gonna have dudes having, you're gonna have people having sex in the bathrooms during the prom. It's bad enough. And then people find out that not only is that happening, but there's a porn star at the prom. It's not exactly good publicity.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's not like you're going to have a bunch of little babies pop out and do a rendition of Prom Night Dumpster Baby. Pretty weird. Where'd the baby do?
Alright, was anybody surprised that, when the toxicology report came back for Whitney Houston, that cocaine was in her system?
Did it come
What?
back like I said? Drugs plus alcohol equals dead.
Yep, pretty much.
That's awesome.
That's how it always works, isn't it?
Yeah, drugs plus alcohol
She
equals
had,
dead. Yes.
she had cocaine in her system, traces of marijuana, Xanax, Flexerol, which is like a muscle relaxer, and Benadryl.
Benadryl.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
And on top of that, she had heart disease as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Probably because of all the cocaine she did.
Yeah, and there was, they said there was water in her lungs, so.
Drugs
Yeah.
plus alcohol plus bath time equals dead.
Yeah.
I got drugs, I got booze. Bleh. I'm drowning.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like this huge tragedy, but nobody cares when, people, it's only when people that are popular now, it's only when they die that people care. It's like if
Well, they're
people
not
aren't
popular now.
if people aren't popular anymore, then nobody cares when they die.
Yeah, so you mean people who
Stupid.
used to be famous and popular and then lost their popularity and
Yeah,
then
nobody
died,
cares
then
when
they're
they
in
die.
the... People care only when they die, because that's when you can make more money off them. Like, if somebody that was famous back in the day dies, then bam, oh look, instant millions of dollars by selling their records and stuff, right?
Yeah, but that's only if they're still fairly well known.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Jay, who was it that died that nobody made a big deal about and happened about the same time as Whitney Houston?
Etta James.
Etta James, yeah.
Yeah.
She died, nobody cared. Nobody
Well, the only, even with the Grammys, the only reason she got mentioned is because Bonnie Raitt mentioned it when she was singing with, what's her face?
It's, nobody cared. It wasn't in headlines, it wasn't in anything. It was stupid.
And of course, everybody hear about Kim Kardashian getting flower bombed.
I heard about that. I wanted to see photos, but I didn't.
Flower bombed?
Yeah, I don't know. There's these people that are going around.
Because it's the biggest you'll ever get.
Yeah, mainly they're going after, usually people who are against same-sex marriage, if I remember properly.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You know what was funny is, Rick Santorum?
Yeah.
There was some gay guy that, threw, I don't know what it was, rice or something at him, that was, being all pissy, and be just saying stupid things, and he just smiled because he thought it was just ridiculous. It sounded, because it's just so silly, he just smiles at it and keeps walking.
And let's all state how much we care that Snooki is pregnant. Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Or how about that no one is surprised? It's
Or
really...
what's that one idiot? The situation's in rehab. Well, not rehab. He's doing some breasting, apparently.
Wait. No, the situation is in a situation.
Yeah. Because he is said situation.
Now, is anybody going to go see that, what's that movie coming out? Prometheus, I think it is?
Prometheus? What is that about, anyway?
Actually, I watched a show
Oh,
about...
right. It's like a prequel to Alien,
It's supposed
right?
to be the prequel to Alien, but from what they're saying, you will see hints of the Alien franchise in the movie, but it's actually a standalone movie.
Right. So it's standalone, yet not.
I know Prometheus and Bob from Kablam back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, it is the same spaceship from the first Alien, the derelict spaceship.
Right.
But I don't know how they can make it a standalone.
Seriously, derelict spaceships are never good news. Look at the Dead Space series.
Yeah.
Also, look at Serenity and Firefly.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fuck that song, by the way.
What song?
What?
The Firefly song pisses me off to no end.
You don't like Firefly?
Yeah,
There's a
fuck that song.
out.
Just
That
the
was
song.
Just a song.
With GarageBand. Literally, he was in his garage, plugged his piano up to his Mac, and was like, bleep, bleep, ba-doop, boo, boo.
So he caboosed it.
Except without the awesome. Because if it was caboosed it would have been more awesome. And less shitty.
And of course, there's the complaints about the new iPad, being too hot to handle. I guess it gets warmer.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
That's also
That's
got a good hammer when you're using it in winter.
Yeah, that's because you're not supposed to stick it in your backpack with your hand warmers and your hoodie.
No, it's because they added a fucking faster processing speed and kept the same battery life, so it can't maintain, so it overheats.
Well, no. They actually did put in a brand new battery. They got brand new battery information and technology. They also have a brand new processor. But the thing is that they put in a 4G LTE system for Verizon and HSPA Plus for AT&T. Now, the problems with that is that technology needs a little bit more space to actually cool down. And even with the aluminum backing on the iPad itself, there's not enough ventilation for that technology as is. And that is the major reason. Now, unfortunately, that's a little bit of an oversight on their part. But I really think that they should spread the electronics out a little bit more, then they won't have the issue.
Yeah.
And
But it's only in the
people who bought them
and
manning
corner-
up would help too.
So they squeezed the big package into a small little hole, is what I'm hearing.
Something Mac is totally into.
Exactly. That's the way to do it.
And then, of course, everybody's getting ready for Facebook to shove another big update down our throats with their timeline.
Yeah, fuck
fuck.
timeline.
Is that becoming permanent now?
Yeah, on the last day of the month, we're going to all be forced to take on their new timeline.
I have it
Okay.
and I want to back
No
rate.
one likes timeline.
Nobody does.
Lane.
I don't know a single person that likes timeline.
I accidentally hit the testing, and it permanently upgraded it, so I got pissed.
Dude, I have a friend that did that, got so pissed he made a new account so you could have the old one back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, he basically did something against Facebook's terms of service just because he hated timeline. Yeah.
That's what the fuck is what that is.
Facebook does not need to keep doing updates. Facebook is fine the way it is.
Seriously.
But then again, they won't be able to make money.
Oh, that's true, too.
Yeah, they are going
How
public.
does
They want
timeline
to
help
be.
them make money?
They've already gone public because they are now a publicly traded stock. Anything that they do is now backed with public money. So
Yeah, so they always have to make sure it looks like they're, moving forward. If they don't, who the hell would want to invest in a company that just stays static the whole time?
Yeah.
that's right.
And, of course, Microsoft Windows 8 is due out.
Yes, that is in beta right now. I'm actually testing the beta myself.
What do you think of it?
It's alright, but not the greatest. Honestly, iOS is a much better operating system for tablets.
Yeah.
But for the actual physical version that is going on the x86 processors, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's basically Windows 7 with a newer, shinier shell,
Ooh.
which was a problem because Windows is Windows Vista with a fixed shell. You know how they say that when a gilded turd, it's still a turd?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Microsoft.
Ta-da!
Right.
Yeah, they're really trying to streamline everything from the tiles on Xbox Live and shit, and it's not really going to work all too well.
Yeah.
But have you heard that Symbian and Nokia are falling flat on their fucking faces in the cell phone industry, with Windows Phone actually surpassing Symbian sales in Europe?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Nokia's shithole, even though they make phones that will kill Chuck Norris.
Oh, you know what? Actually, that reminded me about the brand new Razer phone. Yeah, was it called the Razer? Yeah, it's the Razer, the Samsung or the Motorola Razer. Yeah,
That thing was supposed to
that
be
one.
like hella good.
Somebody in my workplace has it, and he was showing it to me. And it actually has a Kevlar back. It has Gorilla Glass, and it's sealed to be waterproof.
Hell yeah,
That
Gorilla
thing's
Glass.
basically fucking indestructible now. Like, there's no way water can get in, and it can block a bullet for you.
You still can get water in it, but like through the ports and whatnot. But the Kevlar is not strong enough to withstand a bullet, unfortunately.
It's only one. It's only
okay.
like a single layer of Kevlar. You know, the Kevlar vests actually have like a lot of Kevlar in them.
It's 23 layers to stop a bullet.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's a lot of Kevlar.
Well, just
So
say
that's
you're
a little
standing
bit of
really,
Kevlar.
really
It's
far, and
a lot
you
of
get hit with a bullet, it'll protect you. If you're far enough from the gun, you're good.
Yeah, if you're far enough from the gun that the person has to aim like 5 feet high for it to actually get to you.
You're good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a perfect time for this question now. They were talking about guns.
What's the question? What's the question?
Go for it.
What would happen if you shot a gun in space?
But no, I've actually...
I assume that
Wait, what?
it would. What would happen if you shot a gun in space? I assumed it would continue to move forward at the same velocity nonstop because there's no gravity to slow it down unless it came into contact with the gravity of a planet.
As long as the gunpowder is able to burn, as long as it's able to actually fire the bullet, because there's no oxygen in space.
But there is a lot of other chemicals in space that would probably ignite as well.
So
There's a lot,
as long
there's a lot
as
of hydrogen and such.
If it's a gas-powered rifle, then it will work.
Well, there you go.
The thing
as long as
that
the bullet is
shoot
able to be
the bullet-
fired, then yes, it will just continuously move because there's no actual resistance.
it will slow down eventually and stop, because not only because of gravity, but because space is not just nothingness.
It's
just
not
that the
completely empty. Yeah.
atoms are too far away for each other, so there is a lot of nothingness in between. But eventually,
It'll hit something. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I assume the velocity would eventually just stop. It would have no power to move itself forward, and then it would just be stagnant in space.
Well, with no resistance, it will maintain its own momentum until it hits something.
So you could technically, if you were in orbit, shoot yourself in the back.
Technically, yes, as long as
If you stayed,
the round could. If you stayed in the same place and the round didn't, and the round maintained a stable trajectory all the way around, then yeah, it's possible.
Oh yeah.
It's a very
There are
bad
too many
idea because it would suck, but yeah. Because there's no wind resistance, your round would have much higher muzzle velocity than it would in regular atmosphere.
There's also the problem that the second it hits you, you're not going to die from the bullet, but more from the fact that your suit is punctured and you would die from no oxygen.
Yeah, it would depend on, or if you have exposed skin and stuff, then it would just...
Your hand would have frosted over way before the bullet even got out.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. It's just not a good idea.
Assuming the bullet does have air when it actually hits the pressure cap, it should be able to ignite and then thus fire.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
So yeah.
Yes, it should be able to fire, and thus each bullet's not fully solid. There's a pressure cap which actually ignites the actual gunpowder inside.
Yeah. So as long as there's
And if they don't have a full,
enough,
if the gunpowder's not 100% full, if there's some air in there, air for it to burn.
yeah, as long as there's air inside the
Then
cartridge, you
theoretically.
should be able to fire it. So
But
that's like what was that guy in Mass Effect? Mass Effect 2? It was just outside the Citadel entrance or whatever to the market. It was dude talking to these guys about firing the massive gun that the Citadel has or whatever. And he was basically saying why they don't eyeball it when they shoot the thing. He's like, because if you miss, it's gonna keep going until it hits something. You know, because it's like, so basically, when you fire this thing, you are ruining someone's day. So we don't eyeball it.
I don't know. I eyeball it all the time. Works for me. Giggity.
But I found it pretty funny, because it's like, yeah, you fire a gun in space, it's gonna hit something.
Yeah, there's a chance that even if it doesn't maintain its current trajectory, it'll eventually hit the Earth, and somebody's gonna get hit by a bullet.
It just has to hit something.
Somewhere, some distant, far-off planet, some guy's gonna be walking around going, "This is the worst day of my life," and they get hit with your bullet.
Yeah, they get hit with the molten remains of your bullet because it came through the atmosphere.
Or it would just be like the friggin'
or maybe an
Mac
alien
cannons, and it'd just be a
exploring,
metal slug.
or maybe an alien is exploring their moon, and it's like one small step for Martians or whatever, one giant leap, and then bullet to the brain, dead.
Look at that, you screwed up, and it's like, oh shit, this moon is too dangerous, let's get the fuck out of here.
And then basically, that guy dies, and then they blame some other group of aliens on their planet, and some massive war happens, and they all die. And it's all your fault.
Great work. You ruined our alien contacts. God damn it. We could have had extraterrestrials, but now they're gone.
Yep. And now there won't be an ET to phone home. Good job.
No, ET phone home. It's ET want porn. Listen a little closely.
Luckily, the FBI only carries walkie-talkies and not guns anymore.
Yeah. and what guns they do carry are, well, so small they'll misplace them in their purses. Now, where did
You'd be
that
surprised.
gun?
Take out a little fanny purse, like, no, this is napkin. Use napkins. No condoms. No.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with dudes that wear fanny packs. I never understood. I guess it's like a Napoleon. I guess it's like a Napoleon Dynamite thing. Because he went into that thrift shop and he was totally stoked on the fanny pack. He was like, "Oh, awesome!"
You know, I've never seen that movie.
Me either.
Oh,
I have. It sucks. Sorry.
It's one of those. I thought it was funny the first time I saw it, and then the more I saw it, the less I liked it.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah,
the cartoon was a terrible idea.
Spartans. I was able to watch Meet the Spartans without going, "God, this is stupid," because I know how to turn my brain off. But when I watched Napoleon Dynamite, dear God, I wanted to shoot myself in the face.
I did watch that movie Immortal.
It's basically a ridiculously nerdy guy that has no life in some tiny town doing pointless, useless things and, like, generally being miserable in somewhat humorous and in shockingly humorous ways. But the thing is, when the shock wears off, basically the second time you see the movie, you know all the parts that would formerly be funny, so it's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
Unless you're a complete weirdo and you can watch it many, many times, like my brother or some of my friends.
Yeah.
They can just watch that movie all the time and they love it and they think it's great.
Well, if you like 300, you'll like Immortals. It was kind of interesting, in a way. Then, of course, there was a total bomb that was the movie John Carter.
Really?
I thought that was
good.
I want to see that because it looks like it's going to be good.
Well, Disney was like totally embarrassed because the movie's been a total bomb.
That's a bummer.
Yeah,
It looked really good.
It looked like a good movie.
Yeah.
But I'm getting into some rural heavy traffic. I am going to have to go. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. Anyone listening to the podcast can stop listening now because, well, I am going away. So,
nobody's gonna stop listening. They got more sexual things to say.
Yeah, they're just gonna hope that you come back.
hopefully. But I'm starting to get in towards Cincinnati. So, Cincinnati. my home shitty ass town. So
Yeah.
I
Chitchy.
will, Cincinnati or Cincinnati. But I will talk to you guys later.
All right, later.
All right.
All right.
All right.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya. And now we
Yeah,
can
but
continue.
they've been talking about how John Carter is just a total bomb, and of course you
Like
got
it bombed
Hunger Games
sales
coming out.
wise.
Now, Hunger Games is out now. I think today it came out.
Hunger
I think.
Games is supposed to be like a ridiculously huge deal.
They said the book was really good. I haven't read the. I may want to read the book before I actually see the movie.
I've met a lot of people.
Yeah.
I met a lot of people that read the book.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people I know that also read the book, and now that the movie's coming out, I think I'm going to read the book as a way to pass time, since I'm gonna have like a super long wait before PAX, before getting to Boston.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna pick up the book at like at a bookstore,
Yeah.
Chapters or something, or Indigo, and then just take it down, and then.
Or you know
read
what?
it
You
as
could
a way.
use your if you haven't used your RT. If
I
you
already
haven't
did.
used your. Oh, you did. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think Hunger Games is on Audible.
Oh, it might be though. It's pretty popular.
Well, it's relatively new, and
So
things
what-
that are on, they're not usually that brand new. Like, somebody has to record an audiobook, and audiobooks don't come till like a year or a year and a half after the book's been released.
Yeah.
So there's a good chance it's not out yet.
No,
But I was just gonna say, I did get World War Z, as Bernie suggested, and trust me, that is a fucking awesome book to listen to.
Oh yeah. Doesn't Mark Hamill do one of the voices?
I think so.
That's enough. That's enough convincing. That's all the convincing I need to pick that one.
Get that book.
Because
now, I
Mark
did
Hamill
read-
is the.
I
Mark
did
Hamill's the
read
man.
Girl with the Dragon Tattoo before I saw the movie.
Ooh. Was it
And,
good?
yeah, it stuck pretty good with the book. There were
That's
some
good.
parts that, they kind of fudged it a little bit, but,
Well, it's
I
a
think-
Hollywood remake, so.
yeah, they did a pretty good job. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
For a
There's one
Hollywood
question
remake,
that,
pretty good is good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, typically movies aren't movies after books.
Yeah.
They usually don't measure up that well.
Well,
Although
you
in
can't
some
really
cases-
say that in all cases, because
in
it's
some
only when
cases
it's
it's really
done in
good.
North America.
Like I'm
Yeah.
saying, in some cases it's really good. Like people either love me or hate me for saying this, but Lord of the Rings, really good.
Yeah, it was. It was
They
amazing.
had to leave out a crap load of content just because there's so much.
Yeah.
But what
But
they chose to leave out and what to keep, they did a really good job.
Yeah.
And they kept everything that was important, that if you go back and read the books, you'll realize that the base feel and the base, everything that's supposed to be
Yeah.
as the core was the movies, and it was really good. It worked.
Well, the only thing that they kind of embellished a bit was Arwen's role in the series. Arwen wasn't really seen that much in Lord of the Rings.
You mean,
But in the movie, she was.
you mean that elf chick that was
Yeah.
dying or whatever? Or no,
Right.
not dying, becoming human. Or becoming not immortal anymore? Something like
Yeah. I mean, if you
They-
read
they
the
emphasize
Lord of
because
the
they-
Rings, you
look at
hardly
this way.
ever see her.
they just needed it for the quote love story portion of
Yeah, they did.
because it's kind of how movies go, is they need some of everything, they need that
Yeah.
at least a little bit in the movie, so they kind of had to. If you look at
Yeah.
time wise, the movies were 3 hours long. Each movie was 3 hours long, or almost. And yeah. And if you look at the amount of time that she had in comparison with everything else that was going on in the movies, they didn't overdo it, I don't think.
Yeah.
I
No,
think
they
they just did it enough that you remember it, that you don't completely forget about it. Cause I can only remember maybe 3 or 4 scenes with her in it. And that's it.
Yeah.
2 clearly. And that's it. So I think they did a good job. As far as that goes, as far as fitting everything in and doing all that.
I did really like how they kind of made the whole Frodo and Sam thing look like a romance type of thing. You know what I mean? I think they kind of went a little overboard on that.
by the third movie, Sam's acting got really good.
Yeah.
You know, so I think, like, the first movie, yeah, they overdid it a little bit. They were being a little over childish, stuff like that. But by the third movie, they kind of fixed all the problems, and it worked out really well, in my opinion. I think Sam was probably, like, one of, if not the best acting of those movies.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely.
So yeah.
So yeah. I think he got a couple Academy Awards for Best Supporting Actor for, like, a couple of the movies. But I know definitely for the last one. I know he got an Academy Award for Supporting Actor for the last one.
Well, moving on to another topic, games, because I love video games.
Because
I know everybody else
about
does.
video games.
Yeah,
I've been slacking on talking about video games.
I'm really not liking the new Assassin's Creed going Native American.
I saw an article in Game Informer about that game, and I used to, like, think it was a horrible idea and thought it was going to be terrible. Now I think it's going to be good.
You have to see the
because
trailer
I actually
in order
learned
to
more
understand.
about it.
Really, if you just see the trailer, you'll see it's a lot better than the art suggests it to be.
Yeah, it's actually, I think it's a really cool idea. And historically, because I'm like a total history guy, total history buff, I think it's really cool. And it mentions people in history that, like, other people, like, they don't think about. Like, there's Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, but then there's, like, another major guy in there that I'm not gonna give it away if anybody, you know, no spoilers, but, another guy, a general that is, like, a main figure in history that nobody knows about, that, like, people don't really, like, I'm not gonna give it away in spoilers because people are gonna look him up and realize what kind of a role he has in the game, so I'm not gonna say. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked on that. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be really cool. And, so you get to talk, you get to talk with George Washington and do other stuff, and instead of having the hidden, like, Da Vinci blades, you're gonna have a hatchet, which is kinda cool.
Yeah, but it's not as cool if you don't have that hidden blade.
It's not as cool, I give you that, but it wouldn't make sense for them to have the hidden blades.
No.
Because they don't have Da Vinci.
They don't, but it could just be an heirloom that they handed off, just like with Altair.
Yeah,
they could have just made it an heirloom that they passed down throughout the family.
But the era that they're in, like the time they're in, is American Revolution, so it wouldn't make sense. Anyway, moving on. I think
actually, I wanted to talk about... go ahead. Finish up.
Yeah. I think we're done.
I'm hella stoked on it. I think it's going to be great. So go ahead.
Okay. There's a game free on the internet that I'm sure a lot of people had, like, a lot of hype for, because it was, you know, broadcast at the internet, like, oh, look at this video, it's amazing, and then everybody's like, it's finally out, it's Mario, and this is the crossover of Portal with the Super Mario Brothers franchise, which I think is amazing. I actually downloaded it and started playing. You can actually play 4-person co-op online, and single player as well. You can play either the Portal world or the Super Mario world with the Portal gun. So it's essentially, it's your main character, which is Mario.
Wait, what's the Super Mario world like? Which one is it?
It's like the very original, I think.
So it's side-scrolling?
Yep, side-scrolling with a portal gun.
Nice.
That sounds really interesting. That sounds like it's going to create some seriously interesting gameplay.
It really, I've been playing it for a bit, and it's friggin' awesome to do. If you can get the hang of it, because you got to use your mouse and you got to use your keyboard at the same time, and you got to make sure the portals are, you know, in the right place.
What if you plug in
can
you plug in a 360 controller? You think? Would it work? Sure. Would it work with a controller? You think?
It depends. I'm not sure, because
depends on if you could map it right. Because you map the controls, then make it work. Because like I've been playing Majora's Mask on an emulator on my computer with my controller.
Well, that's a
with
little
my
different.
360
It's not
controller.
side-scrolling though, but it's not side-scrolling. If you
I know,
can map
but I'm
it
just-
correctly
I know,
with a
I'm just saying.
side-scrolling, then yeah.
I know. I'm just
Oh,
saying you could probably do it because I mean, you have the D-pad for your arrow keys and stuff like that. So I don't know. It might work.
I'm actually considering getting Diablo 3 when it comes out
Oh, there you go.
Well, yeah.
for the PC. You know,
Yeah.
we'll see.
But it's awesome. You can edit your character. You can make it look like whatever you want. You can actually change it from Mario to just about any customizable character. You can probably make it look like Link if you'd like. It's pretty cool the way they've got it. Yeah, you could just change the main character to look however you want. You can make your own maps if you want, play them with friends. Oh, it's so awesome. It's free, and they're updating it more and more. Currently, I think the server is currently working, so you can play online for sure. And yeah, it's just freaking amazing. Oh, can't wait.
So
Can't wait to get to
how is it spelled?
It's Mario up until the last letter, which is a 0, like in Portal.
Oh, okay.
So it's Mari 0. Kind of
Okay.
like Portal has 0 for the O.
Right,
yeah.
right. Is it licensed or is it just some free online thing?
It is a free online thing that somebody has created themselves. Like they created
okay.
the thing from the ground up, and
So
they
it's
have
not like
videos
it's
on
not
it.
like a big studio doing something free on the internet. It's just like a thing that happened.
It's just a single developer who thought, what would it be like if I were to cross over Mario and Portal and have them in the same game? And he released a video of it. I'm assuming through like his beta trials of the game, and he was saying it's coming out soon, and
it just
last
started,
month.
and it just gained popularity from that.
Yeah, just the video alone, like seeing Mario using portals and getting through the levels really fast and stuff. The fun thing is you can always make it to the top of the flag because when you get to the end, there's always that high part, right?
Yeah,
And
there's
then
always
you can
the flag.
Yeah.
You just use a
You can
portal.
always put the portal right next to the flag, and then portal at the very bottom, right underneath you. You just jump down, you jump up right.
Oh,
at
so
the top.
you use your mouse to click where the portals go?
Yeah, your mouse is the portal, and the left and right buttons are for each portal, and then everything else is just spacebar jump and WSD for direction.
That's pretty awesome. That sounds really cool.
I love the combination of the fireballs and the portals because you can like shoot.
Yeah, because you can shoot
fireballs
fireball
at the
through
portal
the
and it
portal.
jumps out. Yeah, and it hits the enemy. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. So is it like what graphics is the Super Mario? Is it like
It's all 8-bit.
It's all 8-bit? Okay. I was thinking
Yeah,
it might be
it's
like
all
Super Mario World.
No, it's all 8-bit style with the portal gun and everything. Everything is 8-bit.
And then
Awesome.
the Portal World, is that side-scrolling as well?
It's also side-scrolling. It's also 8-bit. But it's pretty cool the way they mapped it out like that. And you have like companion cubes and stuff like that.
That sounds
And there are
really
turrets
cool.
in there too.
That sounds like a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
It's amazing how he did
Does
that
it
all.
have like the Portal voiceovers for the turrets and stuff like that?
I don't know. I've actually been playing it muted because a lot of the time I listen to a podcast while I play the game or I'm listening to a video or music. So I don't know yet. So I should probably bother to actually do that at some point.
Yeah, I've been listening to
Pretty
podcasts
cool.
while playing Zelda on my computer, and the problem is I kept turning off the sound because I was hella frustrated trying to figure out how to turn the sound down. Turns out it was in options. It was just under a little thing. It was like modify sound plugin or whatever, and it was the one thing I didn't try clicking.
You know, it's a lot easier to do that. Just go to your sound mixer and then turn down the actual program, and then you don't have to hear it either.
Yeah, well, the way I figured it out works better, so I'm good now.
Of course. Of course it is the way you say it.
Because it's actually like in the program, in the emulator, it's just clicking a thing and turning the sound down, and I can always turn it back up without any like super complicated stuff. I just was too stupid to click on this one thing.
Of course, the way I said it's so super complicated. You hit the little speaker button, hit mixer, and then you mute. I mean, that's too difficult. Nobody can click that many times, right?
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm obviously being way too techy about this. So I apologize, podcast listeners, if my tech talk is way too much for you to understand. Because Chad can't follow it. Obviously, you can't.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's just more steps than what I figured out how to do. So,
Though yours took a lot longer than mine.
No, mine took a hell of a lot longer because I couldn't figure it out for the longest time. Once I did figure it out, now the process is fewer clicks than what you said to do. It's a less complicated process than what you said to do what I finally figured out how to do. So there you go.
I heard you. I know you were talking, but it's just like.
Yeah, nothing I said makes sense, but it's cool.
No,
You can always
nothing.
go back
It's
and
not.
listen. You can always go back and listen to
Yeah, like that-
it over and over to try and figure it out what I was saying, but you know.
It's not that I didn't understand what you were saying. It's just that I didn't hear what you were saying. It's like with your fucking story, like last podcast. No matter how many times I listen to it, I just blank out at the second of hearing it. We talked about this many times. I've been telling everybody, but I don't think I said it on the podcast yet. But last time, on the first podcast, Chad had a story, and during the podcast, recording it, I actually zoned out of it, and I just, I got so bored of the story that I went off and, grabbed some food or, played a, online game, like Armor games, just went on the site and just started playing until Chad stopped talking, oh, wait, are we done? Awesome, alright, we're good. And I went and listened back to it again, and it happened again. I blanked out again. It doesn't matter, it just, the sound of your voice trolling just makes me blank out.
Damn.
So,
maybe you should just go back, listen to that podcast, and just sleep to it, because it's just, it becomes
it would
noise
help
to
me
you,
sleep.
maybe.
You know what? That sounds like that's a good way to get some sleep. If I really need to get some sleep and I can't sleep, I'll listen to you telling that story again. I'll just skip
Just listen
minutes
to
into the
talk.
podcast and then just listen. And then
That's right. I have a soothing voice. Anyway.
Dude.
What game, what, I guess I should talk about the games I've been playing recently. I recently bought The Darkness 1 and played through it. And I bought The Darkness 2 without actually having played the first one yet. So I had Darkness 1 and Darkness 2 just sitting there, not being played. So I'm okay, I'll just pop in The Darkness and played through it. And, Darkness 1 was okay, and then I went through Darkness 2, freaking amazing game, 900 pointed it. Awesome game. Love the hell out of it.
Really?
Yeah, really good. Did 2 playthroughs, and believe it or not, there's a second campaign thing, but it's not a campaign, it's this other thing where you can play as 4 different characters. It's called the Vendettas section or whatever. Mm-hmm. Really cool addition. Basically, it's 4 extra missions that happen at the same time as the main campaign. Where you're just supposed to do these specific things. Really cool. The 4 characters, between every mission, they just will randomly talk around a poker table, just about random crap, and it's funny as hell. And I like the Vendettas campaign more than the main campaign. But anyway, really good game. Go out by Darkness 2. Just do it. Do it right now. It's really
for
good.
me. My latest video game purchase was I finally gave in and bought Saints Row the Third.
Oh yeah, I was gonna buy Saints Row the Third, and I decided to buy the Darkness 2 instead.
Playing it is pretty much, for me anyway, it's like a glorified Grand Theft Auto.
Pretty much. But you get a few more things that are more streamlined, like being able to jump through the windshield as opposed to just fumbling around a car for a while until you finally get in. Jumping through the windshield is amazingly way more better.
Yeah.
Yes, I said way more better, because it is way more better.
Well, I haven't really gotten that into it yet. I haven't really been able to find the time to really sit down and play it.
Right.
Because of the way I've been working and shit, so...
Yeah, you get home, then it won't be so bad, but for now, you got... Your days are filled with a lot of driving, a lot of frustration.
Oh, God. Exactly. So, I'm going to enjoy these next couple of days off, and then my work schedule is going to be crazy next week, so...
Damn.
Yeah, I work 1 to 9, Monday through Wednesday.
That's crazy.
And then Thursday, 8 to 3. Then I have Friday off, and Saturday, 9 to 3.
Those sound like awesome hours. to me, because my hours are 9 to 8 or 10 to 7.
Well, I have a 40-minute drive to
I
my
have a 45
work.
minute subway ride to my work. So
It kind of sucks, you know.
The thing is,
Yeah.
your subway ride, you don't have to pay like $50 a week in gas.
Yeah.
no, I have to pay $150 a month per pass.
Yeah.
And that's for an unlimited use pass. And if I don't buy that, it's $50 to $60 per week.
Anyway,
Yeah, so.
that's
All right,
that's big cities for you. That's what you get.
Yep.
That's what you get for living in a big city. Is Spammy back online? I think he is.
Yeah, let's try and add a call.
Be like, hey.
Yo, jump in again.
Be like, yo,
Why don't
get
you
over
say?
here.
No, it just immediately didn't allow the call to go through.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played through the Darkness 1 and then popped into Darkness 2. And all through the Darkness 1, I had no idea that it was based on a comic book. I didn't know at all that it was based on a comic book.
Really?
And yeah, and then I popped in Darkness 2 and it's like, hey, 2 free comics come with the game. And I was like, okay, they make comic after the game for these thing or whatever. And then I looked into it more and I'm like, holy crap, this is a comic book game. It's like made after a comic book. Oh my god.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden it made way more sense when I looked into the comic book and stuff it was about. And then like people will get pissed about the ending of Darkness 2. Don't.
Mhm.
Look up the comic book and all that other stuff, then you'll understand and it'll be totally fine.
Yeah. I know there are a lot of people angry on how, you know, not to be a spoiler, but how Mass Effect 3 ended. I think it was Brandon who said, like, it was like a huge middle finger to all the fans,
pretty much.
how it ended.
It was stupid. As well as there's like a big uproar about the Tally's face thing. That too.
Really? Oh, yeah, yeah.
How it was just really lazily done and the proportions weren't right.
Yeah.
It was just a photoshopped stock image. Like a stock modeling image that was photoshopped. Like the average person that does fan images on DeviantArt could have done a better job.
Wow.
You know.
It's true.
It is
Wow.
true. Like after I saw that, I looked up fan images and they were better. Of what Tally was supposed to look like, what, you know, the average fan thought they would look like.
Yeah, I actually saw that.
Yeah, like the doctored up fan images looked better than what was in Mass Effect 3.
It's
was
surprising. Maybe somebody with really, really bad Photoshop skills was like, can you put this in the game? And they're like, yes.
They're
Like, oh, it's retarded Tom. We can't really be mean to him.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, I'm sure people, you know, are looking forward to Halo 4 coming out.
Of course they are.
Oh,
Why wouldn't
yes.
they?
It's gonna be awesome.
I'm hoping it's good.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, me too.
You know it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
Look at
we'll
it this
see.
way. It's too big a deal and too large a franchise for them to settle for anything less than totally awesome.
Yeah.
Because they know what kind of community Bungie has built up for the series. They know, like, and look at it this way, with all their Waypoint stuff, have they ever been really that disappointing with Waypoint? Or any content on Waypoint?
Yeah.
They haven't disappointed me.
No,
Like, even the
I
motion
like the fact that
comics.
they put in.
Even the motion comics, like, some of them I didn't like that much, but some of them I really did. So, like, they've never really, like, disappointed me. So, I think they'll do a good job. Cause, look at it this way, a lot of the guys that are working on it now are from Bungie anyway, so. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm not sure who you meant. Okay, go ahead. And like, who the hell is he talking to?
That's,
Chad, stop
I thought
talking
you
to
were,
yourself.
like, about to say something. And I was like,
Nope.
no? Oh, okay, I guess you're not. Anyway.
Now you just look like an idiot.
Anyway. There are way
3
too
points
many.
for Toast.
There are way too many people that that I talk to that say that they're say that Halo 4 is going to be bad.
Yeah.
What stupid people. Very stupid people. They just are. You know they're stupid people.
Oh, how long has this been going?
Let's find out. Doop-de-doop-de-doo-ba-doop-de-doop-doo.
Remac, Chad, 0.
What is this? What is this? What are these other two that you speak of?
What do you mean other two? I just got one, you dumbass.
What, from me doing something stupid? How does that give you a point? How does me doing something stupid give you a point? Technically, technically, that would give everyone a point. That's not. Someone doing something stupid has no reference to the score.
Okay, Jay, you get 1 point. Chris gets 1 point. Nick gets 1 point. Everybody else gets 1 point. You get 0.
That 1-0 thing was because we were arguing about something. It wasn't because I was doing something stupid. It's because
there was another argument that had nothing to do with the podcast. But since it was recorded, I counted it as a point. That's how I got the second point.
And I have no idea what that was. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to. I'm keeping score, so
You're
don't
just
worry about
it. You're just
Whenever I win, I get myself a point.
Okay.
No, I'm not like, I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean, but okay.
Alright, well I guess we should wrap this up.
Wait, let me check how long it's gone.
Alright.
Letting this out of the podcast, cause penis.
Okay, when did we start? At like, how long?
About 17 after 9, 18 after 9, I think.
Okay, so that is blah, 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 blah. So what is it time now?
A little over an hour.
For me, it's been over an hour.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah, we've wrapped this up.
Like an hour and 10 minutes over, so.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll wrap this up.
More importantly, where do you guys want to go to lunch?
Alright,
what
so,
was something else that, you wanted to talk about? It was something to do with, stuff we're doing, or whatever? Alright.
I remember toilets.
Never mind, we already talked about it.
Yeah, I already talked about it.
Yeah.
What about toilets? We talked about toilets?
Oh,
we did
yeah.
not talk about toilets.
Okay, there are like 350 million toilets in like North America, right? If they were all to be flushed at the same time, at the same exact moment, though it would take much coordination.
What would happen?
What do you think would happen?
We would probably overflow the water pipes and the sewage systems, and then it would back up.
Ew.
And not like regular backup where it comes up slowly, but like massive amounts of sewage just splurting through our houses out of every single toilet. Because remember, not every house only has one toilet. Some have 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And then there's the mansions with like 150. So just think of how much sewage is coming back up. And then some. We'd probably drain the ocean. Oh god, that'd be horrible.
Drain the ocean.
We would drain the ocean. There's no Pacific. There's no more Atlantic. We got no ocean, dude. Oh god. We're getting fish up through our fucking toilets. Starts to clogging our fucking drainage pipes. Oh god.
Hey Paul, we don't need to go fishing now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a visual
I don't think that much. I don't think that much would happen. Only
That's
like
what you think, but look at the scoreboard. I mean, I'm obviously right.
the scoreboard that you make the rules for.
Exactly. That's how you know it's honest, and I'm Canadian. That's how you know it's honest. 1. 2, I'm right because I have more points than you. So there you go. Just saying.
Okay, worldwide catastrophe. You know the toilet, the shit-pocalypse. It's basically what you're saying.
Exactly. That's the way the world's gonna end. It's not gonna be with a bang. It's going to be with a friggin' toilet flush.
It's not gonna be with a bang. It's gonna be with a massive fart.
Gross.
Gross.
That's just wrong.
That was wrong.
Yeah.
So wrong. Great way to end the podcast, by the way.
Yeah, let's
kidding.
Let's talk about something that's not just totally gross to end the podcast on. So, pick something else. Anything?
Buggies.
Oh. I have something that's slightly related, I guess.
Okay.
Good friend of mine, Chris's, and I assume you guys will eventually meet him and be friends with him too. Duffman Medic, also known as Scott Susans on the RT site,
Uh-huh.
after PAX East, he is heading home to New Zealand.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah. After our BTO last year, he decided to stay in Canada, and he's been residing here for quite a long time, but he's decided that it's now time for him to go home and, save up some more. I assume he's going to come back to Canada or possibly even the States and stay there for a while. But for now, he's decided that now is the time for him to go. So they're actually going to throw him a going away party celebration tomorrow.
So wait, how long has he been in Canada?
Let's see, from July until April, I guess. He's going to be in North America for...
So basically a little less than a year.
No, actually a little less than a year, just about 2 months under a year.
Wow.
He'll
Damn.
have been
So
here.
basically you're saying is this dude from New Zealand, he decides to fly out for a Canadian Rooster Teeth event,
Yes. Fan of it.
and then he just says, hey, you know what? I am gonna stay here.
Yep. He's like, fuck
Just-
it, I like this place, I'm staying.
So he just stays for
Yep.
almost a year, and then he's like, I'm going home.
No, he's obviously running out of money and he can't become a citizen, so he's
he,
got
like-
to go home to keep a citizenship in New Zealand, right?
Right, because he can't get a job there. So he's been.
No, he's gotten jobs here. It's just he can't get a visa to stay here.
Oh, okay. So he's
Oh.
stayed his maximum amount or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
essentially, that's how it works.
Isn't it normally just 6 months though?
Yeah, I guess because he was working, he got to stay longer.
Oh, okay. That's crazy. So there you go. And then, so he's run out of time, and then he's gonna go back. So he's gonna. So is he gonna try and get a visa, or get citizenship or whatever, so that he can stay? Is he gonna try and do that?
I'm not 100% sure about that right now. For now, I just know that he's going back to New Zealand. Obviously,
Okay.
probably, because when he came, he had like a huge, massive amount of money.
Yeah.
And he actually went to RTX, RT Philly, he went to a bunch of events all over the States, and then he just can't come back to Canada, back to Toronto. And for now, I guess he's just planning on heading home, replenishing his funds and keeping his citizenship in New Zealand, because he has to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
And for all I know, he's going to come back, but, that's what I hope. I'm not 100% sure on that, but yeah, hopefully he does come back, because I'm going to miss his ass, because he's a great drink. He's what you wouldn't know from looking at him, he's only 20 now, which means he's like 2 to 3 years younger than me, but he looks like a fucking 30-year-old. He does, he really does. He looks like he's a 30-year-old. And the guy can drink me under the table like nobody's business. Like, he can drink 20 drinks and still have not even the slightest buzz in him.
Wow.
That guy's fucking king among men when it comes to drinking.
Maybe we're distant cousins. Although actually,
Maybe you are related.
it's really unhealthy for me to actually to do that. Although I can't get drunk, it's unhealthy for me to try.
Yes, everybody, it's unhealthy to excessively drink far, above your limit because,
Yeah.
the
For
whole
me, it's
point
like
of,
for me, it's
alcohol
like
poisoning.
specific. Yeah, for me, it's like a specific,
You just go
like,
from
different
not
thing.
drunk to sick.
Yeah, basically. Well, I don't go to sick. I just I like get red rings around my eyes and get like this white crusty stuff on my head
Ew.
Well, I mean,
or whatever.
that's
It's
gross, but I
gross.
meant, like,
It's gross, but I don't
yeah.
get sick. It's just
You don't get
like when
alcohol
that happens, I know it's a bad thing. Like
So
I don't
you can't
feel,
get alcohol
I don't
poisoning
feel
from it,
bad,
dude.
but I know it's bad. It's not that I get alcohol poisoning, it's different. It's like a total messed up thing that I'll have to talk about later.
Yeah, this is the
It's
one
kinda
interesting
hard to
thing you
describe.
said that I really want to hear about. This sounds really interesting. I actually want to hear about this, and I would not black
I'll
for it.
all right, I'll actually talk about it. Basically, I've had candida from birth. And
Which is
it's like this weird thing where basically it's like having a plant in your body that eats sugar in your blood. And
I could use some of
the
that.
more that happens, the more it gets more widespread and the more unhealthy it is.
Mhm.
And, basically, eventually, if it's bad, the more it gets bad, the more external signs you'll get. Like, the first sign I get is red rings around my eyes. And then
Right.
when it gets real bad, I'll get this, like, white, crusty stuff on my scalp. And, the worst I ever had it was, I had the white stuff on my scalp that it was like a 1/4 inch thick.
Damn.
It was bad, but I didn't feel bad. It was just there. Like, it's not that I feel sick or feel bad, it's just there and it's a bad sign. It's like, you need to stop, this is a bad thing, is basically telling me, but it's not like, and that basically affects me in drinking. Like, if I drink, it'll, like, cause when alcohol is processed by your body, it goes into your bloodstream as sugar. Only,
Right.
like, a lot of it. And, basically, it's like the thing in my body just devours it fast enough that I don't experience the effects. Like, I don't get drunk.
Mhm.
But it's bad for me to do that.
But it's not the sugar in your blood that makes you feel drunk.
Like, I can do it, but I shouldn't.
Right.
It's weird, but that's kind of what happens.
Hmm.
One time, like, I wanted to test it out. I wanted to see if it was possible. So what I did is, these dudes were just hanging out or whatever, and they had, like, they had 2-liter, soda bottles filled up with cheap vodka.
Oh, God.
And, I decided, or basically they were trying to pressure me into, like, they knew about this, so they were trying to pressure me into drinking, and I was like, you know what, let's find out. Let's see if it's possible. So, I basically start chugging this thing. And, I get about halfway through when, you drink something enough that you just can't keep drinking it, like you get full or whatever. Like, if you're super thirsty and you start chugging a water bottle, you'll get to that point where you just have to stop because, like, your stomach fills up or whatever.
Right.
I got to that point and nothing. I waited like 3 minutes and then finished it off. Nothing. But the next day, I had, like, the red things around my eyes and I, like, started to have that white stuff on my head. So I was like, okay, I'm not doing that. Not doing that.
Holy crap.
So.
That is all kinds of crazy.
It is totally messed, totally weird, but.
God damn.
And now it's
now
like,
that is
now I
interesting.
see no use in drinking, period, except for, like, something that's good. Like, if I have, every once in a while I'll enjoy a Guinness or whatever,
Right.
But other than that, I see no purpose.
Right.
And I've been around enough dudes, drunk and sober, all the time that, and the thing is, normally, when you're around people, a lot of times, people that are around other people getting drunk are also getting drunk.
Mhm.
I've been around tons of people that are drunk as sober. And it's not fun being around drunk people all the time. So, I'm like,
I don't know.
I mean, sometimes you can just mess with them and do silly things, but more often than not, it's more, it's just, it's more babysitting. And it's not.
Yeah.
I don't like babysitting. So.
Neither do I. That's why I'm one of the drunk people.
I see no point in people being drunk, so whatever. Like, I always see people hurting themselves and doing stupid things, and then the next day I'll see them and they're like all hungover and they're like regretting every stupid thing that they did the last night. And I'm like,
Well, obviously then they're doing it wrong.
it's like, that's what you
I never
get
regret.
for doing stupid crap. Whatever.
Well, hey, just think about it like this. And if anybody ever needs a designated driver, Chad is your guy.
No, I'm not.
No, he's definitely the guy.
No, I will just punch you out or just pick you up and throw you in a dumpster or something because you can't feel pain. And I'll just
That's not true.
I'll just tell you we're playing a game pick you up and throw you in a dumpster and then walk away. Nobody's forcing me to be the designated driver for anybody.
So you can call Chad at 530. Should I go through the whole number? I think I should, and then you can bleep it out or something.
Realize,
No.
yeah, I can bleep it out, you realize. Anyway.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm gonna search the internet for the best generic bleeping noise and use it for that. Just to have it. Just to have the beep, you know.
Just have the beep.
That'll be great.
All right, well, I'm calling this a podcast, guys, because
Okay. I call
All right.
You know what? I call it a podcast too.
thingy.
I
It's a
think
podcast.
everybody listening to it calls it a podcast because you know what? That's what
It's
it
a
is.
podcast.
It's a podcast. All right.
All right, so we'll say goodbye to people of the internet, and
Yep.
I'm sure we'll have another one fairly soon.
Eventually.
Sometime next month.
Sometime in
After,
April. It'll be my birthday
probably
bash.
after the event or whatever. What's it called again? Oh yeah, PAX East. After PAX East, then
Yes.
we'll probably have another
Penny
one recapping and doing all that stuff and talking about how stupid Mac looks on camera.
And by stupid, you mean that fucking sexy black guy from Canada in the States. And how every single girl's gonna want me in their bed after this. I mean, seriously.